Welcome everybody. I have a twin flame read for you in front of you. This is the read, the main read for today. And then here is the full read in front of you with all the clarifiers. For those of you not familiar, it's a 7-deck read. It is a general read for both the masculine and feminine twin flames. So if something doesn't resonate with you, please don't force it to fit. And if you want something more personal, my information is below as well as on my website, twinflames3344.com. I also have a CD out there that can be helpful to you in clearing wounds, and that's called Ashes, Twin Towers to Twin Flames by Evelyn Stainthorpe. You can find that on iTunes, CD Baby, Google, and I'm blanking out on the fourth, but it's out there for sure. You can get the CD from me on my website if you'd like. And yeah, let's get right into it. Let's go ahead and take a deep breath. Sending lots of love and blessings out to you guys. Moses back up there. So it was very interesting, this read today. Well, first of all, I watched Groundhog Day yesterday with my son. He actually came out and asked me to watch with him yesterday afternoon. I don't usually watch the movies in the afternoon. I usually watch at night. So that was something different yesterday. But there's so many synchronicities in Groundhog Day. So if you haven't watched it in a long time, you might want to rewatch it. When they were filming the groundhog coming out, which was of course in Pennsylvania, and the groundhog being named Phil, and his name in the movie was Phil as well. The groundhog came out at 7:20, which is 7:02 is the day I met my twin, and that was at 1:23 on my clock, 1:23 jump, and then at 2:38, which is the Queen of Cups, which is written 38:2. That's when they were in bed together. She was falling asleep, and he wants to tell her how he feels. And he says something like, if I could hold you, I'd squeeze you as tight as I could, which definitely was a synchronicity for me. And then I cut the SIRIAN Starseed deck for this read at 3:33 for today. And at 3:38 to 39, which is the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Cups, along with the 3 of the Empress, the letter N came up as I was clarifying the read and getting my codes. And the letter N for me usually stands for Christ, but the traditional other things that it stands for are things like nitrogen, Newton, so the Newton balls, the standard unit of force, and also N is the electron number, Neapolitan cord, the month of November, Navy, North. The symbol for N in Morse code is the lowercase I on its side with the dot going forward. It's Navy, North, noun, I think that was, and night, so K-N-I-G-H-T. The symbol for that in chess is the capital N. Also, a foreign word that means woman or female also came up for N, which is interesting because that comes up as the Christ vibration, but it initially was coded that way for me because it's half of the M of the Mary Magdalene, which is part of the woman. So I finished clarifying this read at 3:52, which is the 3 of the Empress and the 52 of the Queen of Swords. And the major arcana here were Karma, which is the Judgment card, Indigo, which is the Magician, Hanging Man, Transition, which is the Death card, and before the read, Justice came up, and that was it for the major arcana. We had 2 Pentacles, 3 Cups, 1 Wand. There were no swords in this read, and then the court cards were the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. Before the read, the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Cups came up. So 2 knights. Oh, very interesting. I was just pulling some cards, and the Knight of Cups and Knight of Swords came up together again. So they could be children, or they could be people competing for a position, perhaps, a job, something that they're competing over. But the Queen of Pentacles and King of Pentacles are here, and then the Queen of Wands. So there's a couple, or brother and sister, father and grown child, or mother and grown child. and then the Queen of Wands, and those 2 knights that came up before the read. So the numbers in the read, and the read was all about love and adventure. We had double 4s and double 5s, which is the 44 of grounding and integrating and mastering, especially the receiving of love, and the 55 of the truth, the Ace of Swords, the Excalibur. We also had the sequence 4, 5, 6, which represents the 4D, 5D, 6D, and then the 8 of the dance, the inner and outer strength, the storm. And in a lesser sense, we had the Hangman, the 24 of the Queen of Wands, the 45 of the 5 of Cups, 67, the Knight of Pentacles, 78, the 10 of Pentacles, 89, which is the Phi energy for me, the reflection of the human body temperature, 98, but also going past that, going beyond or less than, right? But maybe going out of balance and needing to come back to center again. And then the 9, 10 to begin again and again and again. So bear with me with the code line here, because it was very polarized, the meaning behind this code line today. There's a lot of sexuality here, and the 2 extremes coming up. The perverted end of sexuality, right, considered dirty, and there's no judgment on my part. I'm just reporting to you the energy that was coming through the message. And then the polarity of that, of the higher love, okay? So some of the more negative interpretations came first. So just, bear with me, because there's also the polarity of that came out from this message as well. It was very strange, but there was a lot of sexuality and multiple meanings from the words that came out from this read, from this code line. So, and remember, this is all about love and adventure. And the main things that came out, the challenge in the read is the Queen of Wands. So she's in the code line. But also the 4 of Cups came up, the grounding, integrating, and mastering of love, right? Ignoring love offered. And should we ever ignore love that's offered? So here's what came up first. Language was also big here, which has to do with interpreting, right? How you speak and how someone receives what you speak. Language to the nth degree, 4 offices, 8 keys, 6 Queen of Wands, who may be nags or crushes, in the labyrinth, the mystery, the table or desk, the Pisces or fish, the fodder, support, the heaviness, the we, the ointment, the card game of suit and flush, the yogurt, fat, lard, or schmaltz was coming up all here. I was just getting Schultz as well. So the name Schultz just came up. Yeah, so maybe your main squeeze, but also a struggle at the same time. There's a lot of polarities coming up there around crushes and nags, right? That's two ends of the same coin. And then the squeeze and then the struggle, right? Wanting to squeeze someone, and then struggle is wanting to get away from that squeeze. I, as the 3-toed sloth and the pale-throated sloth, the water, the penis, all of the definitions of the AI here, which can be artificial intelligence as well, and that will come up in other translations here. So I, the 3-toed sloth, and the pale-throated sloth, perhaps just a penis to have sex with. This could be someone's perspective on who they are, really, or their perspective on what you think they are. I, 3-toed sloth, and pale-throated sloth, which can reference not speaking your truth, a penis to have sex with 4 offices, 8 keys, and lover, sage of flames, or 6 Queen of Wands, the schmaltz or home runs, or hits at least, 1 of 2, or fodder to have dirty sex with. I, artificial intelligence, the Emperor of Unity consciousness, dance key, or Kate, 6 Queen of Wands, or lover Queen of Wands, 1 of 2 lap dancers. And remember, the H comes up as lap dancers because that's the 3D8. The 5D8 is the up, when you're standing up dancing, and especially between your masculine and feminine within, and then your masculine and feminine without. But the H is the 3D version of that, the stacked chairs together, the lap dance, which references a lower energetic of having sex, okay? So I have sex for, of course, to dance with the 6 Queen of Wands, or lover Sage of Flames, master of porn, and or love adventure. And this is very interesting, the word that came up here. Aphid was the word, A-I-F-I-D. So I was only looking for A-I-F, but I-D, you take that away. So I, sap-sucking pest insect, but without ID, the Emperor's office, 86ing the lover Queen of Wands, misleading pervert, or tabled a half year in love adventure, or supports porn. Another one was language to the nth degree. For office, 86th, Queen of Wands, fodder, and dialect. Or, again, that's dialect has to do with language. There's a lot about language here and interpretation. For office, 86th, the Queen of Wands, fodder being the extra food that fell off the tree, and the dialect, or schmaltz and dirty, or fat, or on heroin. I exclusive, the Emperor of Unity Consciousness, the dance with lover Queen of Wands, with mastectomy, half year in love adventure. I, three-toed sloth, grounding and integrating the dance of lover, Sage of Flames, or Queen of Wands, one of 2 in 3D lap dance. Okay. So then it came up this morning, sometimes without I, you are of Christ. 86ing the Queen of Wands, or the Sage of Flames, which is also the Hermit of Fire, or drama, or the Hermit of Flame. To master without the top, without the roof, lid, crown, or your mind. To let go of all those perceived notions and just go with the flow. I, or 2 I's. 2 H's on their side, which then in the 5D become the 2 8s on their side, or 2 infinities. 2 I's to ground and integrate love offered, and straighten up as the 8 and do the upright dance. The lover hermit flames, one of 2 upright H the 3D lap dance, as opposed to the 5D upright dance, right, of the higher love. So we started this read with the Queen of Pentacles reversed at 4:55 yesterday, which is the Emperor and the Truth, the Ace of Swords. The Knight of Swords was underneath the Queen of Pentacles, as well as the 4 of Wands reversed, the Knight of Cups reversed, and here's that Knight of Cups and Knight of Swords again, Justice reversed, and 2 of Swords reversed. The Queen of Pentacles reversed after the Messenger of Truth moves, unstable, or visits, with the Knight of Cups reversed, Injustice or Libra reversed, of new information, knocking them off balance, and the Queen of Pentacles reversed, then receiving it. Receiving new passion, growth, and inspiration from the 10 of Pentacles, family, business, or community, with the Messenger of Truth rushing in. Holding back an announcement or judgment after death or near death, or in the never-ending story, in the downturn or slow motion, pulling in the devil, codependency, addictions, or temptation. Aquarius, Scorpio, and Libra all reversed right here, withholding from Capricorn upright, who's sitting above the drama. The King of Swords reversed surrenders. That can be the devil as well, Capricorn upright. The King of Swords reversed surrenders and lets go to fix at night, with the Knight of Cups reversed and the Knight of Pentacles upright, and Sovereign upright post-war, and the Queen of Pentacles reversed, PTSD, or the King of Swords reversed, giving up, trying to fix things with cancer, rejection. The Knight of Pentacles and Sovereign both upright, who are done fighting, but feeling a bit lost and confused as to where to go now. So that's very much the energy that comes up after the war. After all the excitement of celebrating that the war is over, then everyone's confused as to what to do now, because their body is still programmed to be at war. So they feel lost. And it's 11:38 on the clock, which is again that 38-2 energy of the Queen of Cups. It was just 14:39 on this clock, which is the angels and the Knight of Cups. So we had the Queen of Cups and Knight of Cups and the angels. So as confused as where to go now, dazed and confused, the seesaw of Trinity and unity, the bird or country with green dress, or clearing the fields for a farm. Or the Queen of Pentacles reversed is done raising her kids, perhaps ungrounded or needs a purpose of her own. At night or Cancer, recovering from exile, injury or illness and rising above or awakening, inspired to something else at 514, which is how you would write the Temperance card 14/5. So that's the Hierophant and the Temperance card. Pay attention to the red flags, which has to do with signs and synchronicities, and beneath that was children. They are affecting your love life. Everyone's sleepy today, and that was yesterday, but that could go into today as well. And I definitely was sleepy all day yesterday. Energy vampires, Knight of Cups reversed, withholding time, money, and effort, preparing but no offers. No home run, reaping rewards of sleazy sex without staging in another world. Or the Knight of Cups reversed is jealous of sexual energy reaping without pretense, without offer of anything, and the Divine Feminine's world upside down. Personal growth with the number 7 is the Chariot. And I want to bring up too that the word reaping is coming up with alternating with the coin, the polarity energy that's coming up from this read today. Reaping was coming up with raping, because that's about the wounds that we need to clear, okay? So the Divine Feminine's world upside down, personal growth number 7, and then beneath that was spiritual partnership, which was 27, which is that Ace of Wands, the flame, the third flame, the flame. At 521, the Hierophant and the world, completion. The Page of Pentacles is reversed, in need of help. The Queen of Wands reversed may be pissed off at the injustice of Libra reversed walking away with secret passion, and Pisces reversed, or a need to use their intuition, is over it and dumping emotional attachments, perhaps to messes in the yard and Cirque du Soleil. Dark birds gone and twinkle toes or point lessons, dumping multiple loads with the Queen of Pentacles reversed, post-war or post-virus, an inspired young man, inspired by casual sex and no altar, and karmic ties but no strings attached, and personal growth. The Hermit reversed, frustrated, not aroused, not humorous, or not seeing the humor in it. In a heated exchange not working, the King of Pentacles healing from the past, a secret connection, impatient or fallen angel, or Pisces or High Priestess and fallen angel, or Sagittarius reversed. In the recent past is the 5 of Cups. Grieving, loss, regret, and the past at 532, which is the Hierophant and the journey, the 6 of Wands. In a split, divide, lies, or BS, in a bold move to complete the cycle with imbalanced world. Grieving the past surrender of third party, and lovers depressed, recovering from a nightmare, suffering in silence, and the foundation of the 4 of Cups, grounding and integrating, being an island unto self. The 2 of Cups upright, connection, awake and dumping emotional attachments to keep things up and balanced. The central energy at the heart of the matter is the 6 of Cups reversed. The children and inner children struggling as the past returns, with the Emperor upright, taking control, and the King of Pentacles offering love to third party, but looking the other way at the same time. At the Knight of Cups reversed, jealous or rejection and injustice, with the Queen of Swords reversed, rejected and jealous and negative or bitchy. All right, so we have the Knight of Cups reversed, dealing with the Queen of Swords reversed. That's not a great combination. Aries upright and Libra reversed, and challenged by the Queen of Wands, and the Page of Wands inspired to fix the past with the soulmate. And that can be, a soulmate can be anything, a mom, a sibling, a friend. So Atlas, weight in the world, resistance training to be strong enough to compete or duke it out, embarrass self or fall, lacking faith, weak and depressed, ending or needing courage to heal after sudden events or lots of drama, and ending pain and or a betrayal, grounding and integrating on the fence with sweet treats, with sweet tweets, and the Queen of Pentacles reversed, rejected, unable to relay her feelings in a visit, a move, instability at home, with the Queen of Swords reversed and the King of Cups upright, falling short, with multiple near misses and scaling down, options dwindling, and the Chariot on the road to bleeding out, or a head-on collision. So someone definitely may have had a bad accident here. Now is the karma reversed, or Aquarius reversed, and one Taurus upright, one Taurus reversed, and Libra reversed. Finding peace, traveling, with Hermit holding light, with the King of Cups love, which can be unconditional love, or a water sign. The World is reversed, or King of Cups is a Pisces, withholding time, money, and effort from the Page of Cups child, or Pisces Page of Cups traveling to see Virgo and King of Cups and or Tauruses, or institution, or maybe going to see a doctor. Injustice of the Queen of Pentacles reversed, without tools or insecure, with the King of Wands reversed, suffering in silence and coming clean, or cleaning up their act post-war, letting go without choices or places to eat. And in a split, divide, or harsh lies, and the truth of it, post-war, virus, PTSD, and putting it out there, losing patience, or fallen Sagittarius reversed. Hermit missing flame, unable to function, on the outs with soulmate, with spying and lying, and negative self-talk, or mouthy child. The Hierophant with two lovers, perhaps a bit narcissistic, and the Page of Swords reversed, unstable, with the Page of Pentacles reversed and the King of Swords reversed, at home, or moving, or visiting, or services at home. Soon for the twins is the King of Pentacles upright, with clarity of the Queen of Wands looking the other way, with the Knight of Pentacles offering help after a negative exchange. The Queen of Wands without options in happy ending and journey to self-love, getting wish in awakening, and the Knight of Pentacles connecting with Sovereign, and the Page of Wands reversed with the Queen of Wands who's not talking. Twin flames are seeing themselves as indigos reversed at 5:59, which is so funny because in Groundhog Day, 5:59 was the number that kept coming up on the clock because he would be woken up every day at 6 a.m. So 5:59, that 11th hour of the Hierophant and the Five of Swords, the war within, and the indigos reversed, insecure, without tools, in uncomfortable energies, grounding and integrating the Queen of Cups and the Page of Cups, both reversed, drained and healing and needing sunshine or perhaps a vacation. So then when the clock turned at 6 o'clock, that's Groundhog's Day, you deserve love, and beneath that was true love. This is a romance of a lifetime. Also heart-to-heart conversations and make the effort come up. And around the twin flames, or how they are seen, is the number 28, which is the twin flames. That's also my address. And then the Eight of Cups reversed, the uncomfortable energies of the elephant in the room, with player falling short, unable to function at work, trapped or in prison, and reaping rewards. Remember, reaping and raping were coming up as polarities here. The block here for the twins is the Hanging Man reversed. The ego, awake, or bright ideas. The Emperor, defenseless to the energies, or could care less. About the one attacking, the Emperor being arrogant perhaps, and the Hanging Man reversed, ganging up on them. Or the Emperor ganging up on the Hanged Man reversed, who's awakening. So love comes up here, adventure, but even more so rebirth, right? Rebirth is death and birth, the polarity again. The Page of Swords reversed, without a leg to stand on, and weak from being strong-armed after death or near-death experience. With lovers without options, or no longer confused, moving, traveling, or ascending in the never-ending story of bleeding out, or fatal accident, or near-fatal accident. Satisfied alone, sovereign overworking, or Scorpio reverse pretending to be happy apart from lover. Nine of Cups and Ten of Cups are both upright right here at the end, happy with self and loving family or emotional satisfaction, and the Divine Feminine's heart in the E-Tower needing the truth to recover fully, the High Priestess, secret, the secret keeper who's aiding others at 609, the Lovers, and the Hermit. The Queen of Pentacles reversed, grounding and integrating insecurity and discomfort, grieving falling out or negative past, and challenged by the Queen of Wands and King of Pentacles, with an idea to hold back judgment or announcement to delay their ending or the inevitable, getting their wish alone with self and emotionally fulfilled, reaping rewards of a split, lies, and videos, and recovery, perhaps some tapes. The Queen of Pentacles reversed, grieving and dumping emotional attachments, an island unto herself, with the past returning without judgment call, and challenged by the Queen of Wands. The Indigo's reversed with no offer from the King of Pentacles, who may be clinging and uncomfortable in the awakening after death or a near-death experience. Lovers happy on an island unto themselves. At the E-Tower, which is the Divine Feminine's heart, in need of truth and recovery with aid at 6:16. So somebody might literally need home recovery after a surgery or an accident. 6:16 is lovers and the Tower, which is a sudden event. So, yeah. Oh, by the way, happy President's Day today. Today's energies are the 15 of the Devil and the 22 of the Fool. Right? The innocent one and the non-innocent one. The polarities again, and the merging of the two. And so today is a holiday. And I was just getting the movie that of the holiday was just coming up now. So let's pull, and what was that? That was an exchange of a timeshare, right? The holiday movie. Am I thinking of the right one? Exchanging time sharing. That could be a switch off of a dimension as well. So for everybody watching, the best and highest good of all those concerned, what do we need to know and learn from this read today? And let's clear all blockages to positive energy flow in all chakra layers, auric layers, grounding and galactic cords across all dimensions of time, space, matter, and realities for the highest good of all those concerned, and fill that empty space with only beautiful divine love and diamond crystalline light. And so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, what is our advice and our takeaway from the read today? There's the garden and the gate. So there's some anxiety coming up here, the fear of going outside, of being led astray. The 30 is the home. The home is definitely reversed in this read, so perhaps getting over it, getting over your fears. And then we have the 2 of the journey, which is on top at the end of the read. So this is like this. So getting over the anxieties and fears to go on path as the high priestess, the secret, the psychic abilities, being in the middle of the 4D bridge, all your backs packed in the rainbow and soaking it up. Enjoying the view as you go, right? Not missing a moment along your path. That you have plenty of time to choose which way to go, or to let the universe guide you. All right, and then we have the 35 of the Wounded Warrior, the first chakra Archangel Michael, which is all about safety and security and building a strong foundation. And the Wounded Warrior was guarded today. So there's a bit of root chakra issues coming up with letting go of fears over here of the feminine and building a strong foundation for the masculine over here. And then we have the door to personal healing and happiness of the 34, the 8 of Wands, the energetic exchange, the arrows of love, but needing to express true feelings in order to get that. The woman holding hearts, the underlying energy, the 44 of the grounding and integrating and mastering of especially receiving of love. And the 12 of the hangman, the temple path, and the awakening around that to the woman holding her heart, which was the E-Tower, the Divine Feminine's heart in the E-Tower. Okay, let's just pull a Journey of Love card for you guys. I was just getting to the Divine Feminine holding space for the Divine Masculine to build a strong foundation. As she gets over her fears and crosses the 4D bridge, he builds a strong foundation in which for them to live. All right, so from the Journey of Love. Okay, Okay, so this one just fell out. There you go, the Christ flame, and this very much has to do with the persecution, the contemplation here too. So 31 is the 5 of Wands. So that, you know, the conflict of the crucifixion and the persecution of the Christ flame, and the contemplation of the Mary Magdalene energy here, being with him on the cross as we approach Easter. And we have 69 here, which is the new life, the Ace of Pentacles, the promise of a new life of perfect contentment, right? The conflict and the perfect contentment, the masculine and the feminine, the struggle versus the peace. And then the communal dance comes up, the 5, again, of the expansion and freedom, which can be conflict as well, but also can be the pursuit of happiness in the communal dance. And this is the whole community dancing around the center egg here. It's coming up as Jesus and Mary Magdalene and those who support them, the community, right? This is the soul group of the twin flames. It's your soul group. Aww. And then the intimacy of the wounded warriors, the masculine and the feminine in the vortex, in the focus. And there's a whole bunch of people down here too. There's a lot of group energies down here supporting the masculine and feminine coming together at this time. The 35 of the wounded warriors. So the bottom of the deck here is the cosmic butterfly, which very much represents the butterfly, but also the mother's milk, the breast, the colors being so beautiful. And here's the sacral and the solar plexus energies going into the egg of the Christ light, right? The golden white light at the solar plexus, which is where the breast is. The cosmic butterfly, the 36, the atlas, the weight of the world upon your shoulders. The mother's milk, right? When the mother bears a child, the weight of the world is on her shoulders. You know that fear that you get when you're going to drop your child? That's coming up as the atlas energy. And the pearl threaded, the 38, the Queen of Cups is here again, right? The responsibility of the mother to keep all the pearls connected, all of her beautiful children connected in some way. They all come from the same place. And yet none is exactly the same. The pearl threaded of the Queen of Cups, the mother who feeds the child, the Mother Earth. 36 of the atlas, the weight of the world upon her shoulders. Literally, Gaia has the weight of the world upon her shoulders. Is very much about that mother energy, because these are the two underlying energies from the two different decks. The mother with the weight of the world upon her shoulders. Because in the numerology deck, 44 is Atlas, and here the 36, the 10 of Wands, literally is the depicting Atlas. These are both Atlas energies here, the weight of the world upon the divine feminine mother's shoulders. Very cool. Oh, and look, too. The cards beneath, right? The pearls being connected. And then here's the path. Her responsibility to keep people on path, to keep them connected. Okay? So we're going to read the Garden and the Gate. Is that I'm sorry, not the Garden and the Gate. The Christ Flame, 31. Within you burns the flame of the Christ. Beyond religion, this flame belongs to all hearts willing to receive the divine. Opening to it as a lover would open the heart to receive the beloved. Though the awakening of the Christ within brings greater closeness to the divine, and therefore greater love and depth of compassion, it too can bring sadness, righteous anger, and a passionate need to contribute positive healing action and change in the world. You may be an introspective soul who does this through mastering their inner world with meditation and yoga, raising your own vibration with absolute intent that this bring healing to the world around you. You may be an extroverted soul that thrives in sharing messages and living a life of dynamic action in support of the causes that are worthy and moving to your brave heart, capable of feeling divine outrage and responding with inspired action. You may be a combination of these soul types and choosing wisely what you consume, which companies you support, what television you do or do not watch, and what you read, voting for the life you want to have around you in the world through your actions, internal and external. This is the Christ flame igniting within you, setting the world aflame with the fire of divine love. This oracle brings guidance that you are connecting with the universal Christ consciousness, and your heart is meant to awaken as a sacred heart. Bearing the Christ flame of divine love this lifetime, you are part of a wave of awakening happening on the earth now. You're exactly where you are meant to be and doing exactly what you are meant to be doing. Keep going. And the poem reads, "Love is more than words can define. It is a feeling which wells up inside and longs for release. It is a smile which starts in my heart and spreads across my face like a silly grin. It is a knowing so deep in my being that every cell speaks a language only lovers know. And most of all, it is the beginning, the birth, the possibility, the promise of a tomorrow, the hope that grows into something we can only imagine, when hearts combine and love becomes more." Okay, guys, make sure you drink your water, get your rest, get your joy, get your nature. It's 12 o'clock on the dot. Rise and be loved, guys. I will see you soon. Have an amazing day. Bye.